Why does everyone get upset when I make a change? I mean, isn't this one of the most frustrating parts about leadership? You spent all this time to introduce a change that you know will benefit a lot of people, and it's really needed. So you make changes thinking everyone will sweep you on their shoulders and carry you around cheering. But instead, what happens? Complaints, frustration, criticism, outright anger, sometimes even resistance. We hear about examples of this all over history. Take the French, for example. Back in the latter half of the 1700s, a mathematician proposed a brilliant idea. What's with all these 60 seconds and 60 minutes and 24 hours a day? It's way easier if we just divide everything by 10. So he proposed the decimal clock. Well, that's impressive. A mathematician proposing an easier way to do math. After all, it's way easier to divide things by 10 than by 60 or 24. Well, this idea picked up steam, and Parliament says, in the words of Star Trek Captain Picard, "Make it so." And in 1793, metric time officially went in force with a brand new clock, which I may add, whoa, that is really hard to read. Noon on the top, midnight on the bottom. But business leaders said, "This is great! New product, more money!" And they started selling decimal time clocks. And the populace of the people said, nope. In fact, it was so unpopular, they pitched the plan out of the window only after 17 months. Well, you've probably heard the phrase, people just don't like change. The French certainly did not like people messing with their clock. All that time, all that money, all those clocks, back to where they had started as if nothing had happened. But let's challenge that thought for a moment. Is it really true that people don't like change? If someone won the lottery, I doubt they complain about their life changing. The real issue is that people don't like change they don't understand or feel invested in. And that's where the trouble starts. So why, as leaders, do we often face such intense pushback when we try to make changes? And more importantly, what can we do about it? One of the biggest reasons people resist change is because they don't see the problem it's meant to solve. As a leader, you're often more aware of the organizational pain points than others. You hear complaints. You see the inefficiencies firsthand. So the need for change is obvious to you. But if you don't communicate that pain to others, they'll wonder why the change is even necessary. That's why it's crucial to promote the pain before you propose the solution. People need to understand the problem and feel its impact before they'll embrace the change. So what do? You make a case for change. Here's how you can approach change in a way that reduces resistance and fosters buy-in. Promote the pain. The steps spell the word promote. First, pinpoint the problem. Clearly define the issue that needs solving. Talk about who's affected and the pain that this is causing, especially if everything continues as is. And this sets the foundation for your case. Reveal the reality. Numbers and stories are great. Share evidence, data, anecdotes that make the problem feel tangible and urgent. People need to see and feel the impact. Offer involvement. Sometimes change is feared because people think they won't get a chance to give input. Engage them by inviting their thoughts early, and when you do, you build ownership. And it also reduces resistance. Map out the benefits. The first thing people think about in a change is how it will impact them. Show the positive impacts, how the change will make their work easier, faster, or more rewarding. Open the dialogue. Lack of communication increases anxiety, so communicate openly and frequently. Share the problem, solution, and plan. Address concerns and show empathy for what they're going through. Track and share successes. Celebrate early wins and progress to maintain momentum and show that, yes, the change does have benefits. Evaluate and adapt. Continuously gather feedback and make adjustments to make sure the change is working and concerns are addressed. When it comes to leading change, the key is helping people to see the why behind it. Show them the pain of staying the same, and they'll be more open to the possibilities of change, even if they're not thrilled about it at first. When you develop a clear, evidence-backed case for change, you'll not only reduce resistance, but also pave the way for smoother transitions and stronger buy-in. So the next time you're about to roll out a new initiative, remember, promote the pain, share the vision, and bring your team along for the journey. Change isn't easy, but when done right, it can lead to incredible growth for your organization and your people, and it doesn't require destroying countless metric clocks in the process.